Domain control is the name of the game here today, and an interesting list nonetheless that I'm excited to bring to you in today's episode. This one taking second in an MTGO Standard Challenge event. Something unique, something interesting, and something for everyone to play. Returning newbie, Spike, Timmy, all that fun stuff nonetheless. So thank you for tuning in here today. We do have down below in the timestamps where I break down the strategy objective of this particular list. We'll go to that boarding for best of 3. We'll play that competitive magic here. It has reset for our May season. Can't believe it's May already. Crazy. Nonetheless, with that said, then we'll pull everything back as we always do with a little bit of a retrospective outtake. Now, if you happen to have a question or comment throughout the episode, do let me know. I love to hear from you, and feel free to come swing by the Discord server and join the community there as well. So thank you again for tuning in. Let's move into today's episode and talk all about our 5-color domain list. Essentially, we'll cover that here in a second, by ACAI 200006, I believe. So congratulations on the second place finish here. A rather interesting list. So when we break this down, really when we talk about it, is kind of a 5-color control list, but obviously domain in terms of the mana types or land types, in order to best maximize that mechanic. For those of you that don't know what that particular mechanic is, domain is something that for each basic land type among lands you control, in this case, herd migration, you can create a 3/3 green beast. So those are all very key. You'll see the counter and the mana icon allowing you and indicating to you how many basic land types you have in order to make that work. In terms of ley line here, this thing costs 1 less to cast for each basic mana land type among lands you control as well. So very, very interesting here. Couple of key pickups. Really a big pickup here from March of the Machine is Chrome Host Seed Shark. This is a super fun card. We began to see it a little bit more in these control lists. It's a great addition here. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, incubate X, where X is the spell's mana value. Very powerful there. We got lots of great early game control. We got other control here with Wedding Announcement, just creating a bunch of tokens. Board wipe. Additionally, here at the top, really getting some go wide other creatures, and then obviously tokens are going to get +1/+1 from this as well, which is huge. So a very, very interesting list, inclusive of Atraxa Grand Unifier as well, and obviously we have the mana base to make that work. So in terms of strategy objective, it's really about tying that opponent down early game, removing things off the board here, countering the right spells in terms of what's needed, and then additionally we do have that board reset. We have removal with Wandering Emperor, additionally Leyline Binding to get rid of a lot of problems, and a host of other things here to essentially just go wide and go right through our opponents that I'm looking forward to playing here today. Now again, 5-color because we do splash the mountain, we splash the swamp here, but really, as you can see, a lot of that is more in the Azorius colors, but taking advantage of these two here, obviously, like I mentioned. So that is the strategy objective of this list. Let's go ahead and talk about our boarding here against aggro, mid-range, and late game as we break things down. Aggro, we're definitely going to want to focus more so on removing particular things. So Ascended Animist could be okay in terms of that additional creature side, but the big things that you're really going to want are Farewell, a little bit of time to get there, more depopulate, Knockout Blow is great, Ossification as another one, Terra Sunder in case they have a artifact or enchantment as well. So I would really focus in this space in terms of what you can bring to the table to really focus against those aggro lists. You're essentially just going to want to reset the board and take advantage of that. Now, as we move to mid-range is a little bit different. We might get more out of Disdainful Stroke. Again, if they're more creature-based, consider some of these things. But also then, if they are other spells, think about negates in here also, or potentially Memory Deluge to start looking for what you may need. That might be okay against aggro as well. And then if they're playing some counter magic, you can start to think of these guys right here as well. So then as we move into late game again could be like the Jeskai control list, could be this list potentially. mirror match, those kinds of things. I would then again think about more of the heavy control here, dig for what you need. You might not need as many resets, but farewell could be okay. Again, to fully reset the board and maximize what could be needed there, and then throw on again so that you're not getting countered. And it can't be the target of non-green spells your opponents control or abilities from non-green sources, and as long as it's your turn, it's got indestructible. So just a good game finisher there for you against some of the late game stuff, and then you just really got to out control your opponent and make that work. Getting a Chrome Host Seed Shark on could be a big deal, and getting a lot of those XX incubator tokens where you can then play around a little bit more on the timing with what your opponent may be playing. So again, strategy objectives of the list, we talked a little bit about boarding. Aggro, you're going to focus more on removing some of the control stuff, putting in the widespread resets, and on the flip side of that, removing some of the widespread resets for the late game stuff for more control. All right, let's go ahead and take this deck out for a spin. Excited to play it here and see what we can do with our domain control list here today. All right, we will go play that best of one first, and then we'll go play a best of three match as we have been with the standard best of three lists. Gives us a good variety of how we can play the list and other decks we certainly can run into. All right, we are on Mizuki. Opponent goes first. We will keep this because we got good removal here, at least early out of the gate. And good news is number of planes, if there happens to be a creature. We'll see. All right, we got the Dimir list. And very powerful, as you can see there. Now we can take this thing off. Now we've got great control with this. Let's drop that. Now we could hit this. We could try to take this thing off the board. Non-land permanents. Might be able to hit that. We'll wait. Now we can always kick this too and channel it and destroy an enchantment if we need to. And domain is almost there. Get rid of that. Lots of discard. There we go. Now we're there. Now again, this thing we can get on the board soon. Maybe. Atroxa. We should think about taking this thing off the board. We'll wait though. We need one more land and we can get this thing in play next turn. Now we could try and hit one of these too. Again, so many. Brutal. Get rid of one of those. Let it hit. We'll wait on that. Here we go. Let's see if we can get the shark on. We'll see. There we go. Now, if they move to kill that, we will drop the ley line. That is super, super powerful, my friends. Look at that. Huge domain control right there. We'll keep the 1 up because then we still got our 6/6, which is beautiful. We're gonna go and run into a problem here. We'll do this now. Maybe could have waited to pull it because now they can find something to kill that if they want. Let's see. Atraxa, Atraxa, Atraxa. Way, way too many. Don't get the duress. They're gonna get our Wanderer. They're gonna get our Wanderer. Don't play it. No. No. There we go. We don't have enough there either.
Those who get in my way tend to regret it.
Ooh.
I've always hated crowds.
We're in a really not great spot. However, if we can get some more stuff to land here, we could be okay. But they just keep locking us out, which is awful. Ooh, and we don't have enough to cast stars. Oh, painful. Painful. Not enough lands. There goes ours.
I'm tired of your secrets.
We're gonna give it one more draw. And we may be done. Because we are going to be completely locked out. They have all the control they need to get by us now. And all the mana. We don't have any of it. No mana. Let's see what we got. Alright, we'll go good game. And move on. Oh. Was close there for a little bit. I don't want to... Generally, as I always advise, it's good to play it out. That one, I don't think we're coming back from, to be honest. They had every single control piece, anything that we would have played, top deck against a pile of cards. Minus the fact that they could have left the match. All right, let's go into the next one. Really like that, though. It was fun. The shark into the 6/6 incubate. Ridiculous. ridiculous. That is a huge booster with domain there. Obviously can be a little problematic on your mana base, but we didn't have any problems with it. Lots of the things that we needed to overcome and make it work, which is good. All right, best of 3. Here we go. Damien VC 31. On the draw again. We can keep this. Soldiers? No. We'll see. 3 domain. I love that. Ooh, could be soldiers. Could definitely be soldiers. So instead of playing this, we will play this. For the counter. We'll take that one off. If I had some board wipe here, maybe we'd think about that a little bit differently, but we don't. Shark. Shark it is. Are they going to have flash friends here? We'll see. We will see. All right. We are still in it. Now, we're not going to attack. And here's why. Because they could kill us off that. Exactly. Which is not what we were going to do. See? There you go. There's the play. Now, ideally, this is where a board wipe would be very, very helpful. And we don't have that quite yet. We need black. I don't have black. I'm gonna kick your flash back, huh? That works. It's not lethal yet. We need to get Skrelv off as well. we can block here. Would like to get herd migration off just to show it. Ooh, still not all the right stuff. They're gonna go dig on this. Most likely is what will happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not enough. There we go. So we need to take this thing off. But they can use the Zephyr and pop it in and then pop them out. What they will do. Did not do that. Interesting. We can grab 3 life here with that too. Dig with the recruitment officer. If they have another land, they can do it twice. And that will become a problem because I do have enough to go over the top with everything. There it is. They didn't get it. They're gonna look again, maybe? Depending on what they have. Short of land, maybe? They can pop everything as well. Short of land, so they can't do it. We need to hit a wiper. There's that. It's not lethal. Not lethal yet. They can't dig. Oh, no. Still did not get it. Most likely we're not going to. So in this case, I do just want to play this so you can see what happens, because it's going to be ridiculous and fun. Now they can dig again. There's their other flyer. There, they got it. All right, we'll go to the next match. So this one, we have to put way more in terms of removal here in order for us to stay alive. We didn't see anything above that, so these, this, that, these two, these aren't going to help us. This can, because we can go dig. So now what we need to do is get rid of these. We'll keep one of those. Make this appears good. Negate, we can get out of there. We need 4 more. This is a little bit better. Let's dump that. Oh, I want to keep 1. And then think about a little bit more direct. Oh, I think we get rid of that. We keep 1 Atraxa. We need 2 more. These are all good. I think we dump the Atraxa and 1 Wanderer. All right. We're pulling the curve way down to help against our buddies here. Soldiers. We'll see how this goes. It takes a bit. Domain. Now they could put in counter spells, slips, which could hurt us. Let's see here. We will play first. Now we have control. I think we do this first. We'll get it on the board. That one's got a little bit more to it. There we go. Ooh, they did her on the control. They did her on a control. Alright, so we can go 3. Or 2. Let's do that. We'll get that off the board. Could have been bait. There we go. We got plenty there. We'll take that off. Take that one. Another control, there we go. All right. We got some semblance of survival here. We will have to block at least one. If they have lay down arms, ooh. Which they don't. Question will be, which one do we take? Knight Soldier. We'll take that one for now. Probably gonna play their flyer and Skrill. That's what I would play. They have another Knight Errant? Possible. There it is, I called it. Now, ideally, we'd hit a top deck board wipe. They got that in there, though. Ooh. Got everything we need. Now they may go for the ley line. We'll have to see. We have to do this. Now, if they attack in, they actually have most likely lethal. Counter that one. Not accidentally counter our own spell like happened in the other match. You caught that one. So if they swing in with everything, they got it. Doing the math. I can only block 3. They have 7 on the board. Well, actually I can block I'll take it back. You can block enough to make it happen. Block there. Keep that alive by 1. Should have actually took the 2 over and blocked on a 5 there. Would have been the better way to do that. Now we could have waited till they attacked in.
I'm not overconfident. You're just underwhelming.
Let's get that one up there.
You are not much of a roadblock.
Could have taken 2. Would they've still got through this? I think they would have. So I think it was irrelevant on our misplay, which is okay. What would we have got? Yeah, it would have been close. Might have survived for 1 more turn. Maybe. Been close, but all in, super fun despite the results here today. An interesting list, something unique, something different. Definitely worth checking out and having some fun with. Really tough against that soldiers list. Just not quite there for us in the first match either, unfortunately. But it is what it is. So today we didn't get any W's, and it does happen. We can't win all the time, unfortunately. However, it is what it is. So with that, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed today's list. Like I said, this thing took down, or really second, in the MTGO Standard Challenge here by ACAI 2006. I'll leave it at that. And I hope you enjoyed today's episode as well as the list. Let me know what you think in the comments. As always, feel free to swing by the Discord server. And lastly, as always, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate the likes and the subs as we continue to grow this wonderful community. And as well, thank you to all the members as always. With that, stay tuned because we got a ton more Magic the Gathering content headed your way and a lot for you to peruse around on the channel already. So with that, until next time, we'll see you again soon. Mythras, out of here.